Upgrades.
Hey, it's Jorge from TeamJVS giving you a quick exclusive series review of Squid Games Season 2. Let me just start off by saying this series is phenomenal. When you talk about striking, like lightning or catching lightning twice in glass, this is it. This was incredible. When you talk about all the hype and everything that season 1 had and just how big of a show that actually became, I was actually, and I'll be the first one to admit it, I was very nervous to see how are you going to do season 2? How are you going to up this? How is that even possible? And then, come season 2 and wow. You even going through it, you start thinking, oh, what are, some of the games going to be like, or how are they going to be able to, move forward with some of the characters, or how is it even all going to play out? And the way that they've done it is phenomenal. So I definitely want to give, huge round of applause to that team. In terms of writing, directing, the way it was shot, everything, it was so well done. And it's something that I was very impressed with. The premise of this, season is almost 3 years after, winning Squid Game, player 456, gave up going to the States and comes back with a new resolution in his mind. And you kind of see all the struggles and everything he has to go through in order to find basically how to get back at these people. And obviously this is going to be completely spoiler free, so I'm not going to give you any details into some of the games or characters or anything like that. But just know that this season is just as crucial and as heartbreaking as the first season was. This season has stuff happening where literally it will just put the brakes on you. This season, there were points throughout the season where you are cheering and you are so excited during some of these, activities. And then there are parts where you are breaking down. You have so much anger and so much, hostility over why did they do that? Or why would they let that happen? Which I think is what makes this show so great. And not just that, but being able to continue to kind of progress this show and make it better than it is. Sung's character in this show, it's so fabulous seeing how much he's progressed and how much he just continues to become more and more, he embodies his persona and he wants to do so much, and the lengths that he will go, it's phenomenal. And there's a whole bunch of new characters introduced, but there's some that you literally it's very heartbreaking kind of hearing their story and hearing, the reasoning, of why they're there and all that. But the more you keep watching it, the more you're you fall in love with some of these characters. But in the back of your mind, you can't fall in love with any of these characters because at a drop of a hat, you can lose them. And it's very unique. Just that feeling where you want a character to live and survive, and this no-name character over here, you want to know more about them. And then you do get a little bit of glimpse of it, and it's, in the back of your mind, you're always wondering, is this it? Is this it? And the one thing that I think this season did just as well, if not better than the previous season, was that suspensefulness of not knowing if if this was it. That suspense of like, is this character going to live? Are they going to die? Are they going to make it? Are they like, that suspense was felt at all times, which is marvelous. Like, it is super cool when you feel that tension and you feel that like, oh no, like what is going to happen. I love that. I love the way that they, even throughout the games and even like just throughout the series, like you never knew what was going to happen. And I think that's what makes shows like this so magnificent. Like, I am truly blown away by just this concept of what they're doing. Some of the things that I find spectacular is, you think you understand and you know this, like, main character, and the more you keep playing this game and the more you keep watching it, the more you are getting to understand him even at a deeper level, and in ways that you thought you wouldn't get to know him more. So it's really ingenious, the way that this is done. Overall, if I had to rate this series from 1 to 10, I would probably put this at a solid 8 out of 10. Like, this is one that as soon as it comes out, like, binge it as much as you can, because it is very hard to leave it after like 1 episode or 2 episode. You want to continue watching to see what happens. I think that this will be very neat to see how people perceive it and what they think about it. And at the end of the day, what they will take from it. Because I know my feelings for it and how I feel, and it's just, I'm very excited for this series and for what it will invoke and for what it will do. Overall though, I mean, when you look at stage design, when you look at, being able to write a phenomenal story and having this, this thriller of like so many different characters and caring about so many, these writers did it right. Did it so good. Like, I absolutely love this film, and I think or not film, but series, and I think you guys will too. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Obviously, solid 8 out of 10 here. Looking forward to seeing, what everyone thinks. Would love to see what was your favorite episodes? Like, what were your favorite games in it? Definitely let us know. But as always, this is Jorge with Team JVS, and we'll see you next time. Peace.